Welcome to the journey. I'm Jen.
Yes.
And this is Michael. And together we make up Jenichel's Journey, two travel professionals taking you along on our adventures. In this video, we're going to share our experience at the Dream Sands Cancun, Mexico. Cheers! One of our favorite travel hacks here on Jenichel's Journey is always trying to take the first flight in of the day. This helps eliminate long lines at customs and get you to your resort as soon as possible so you can start enjoying the beautiful day. As soon as we arrived to the resort, we were brought up to the second level for concierge check-in, and this is for the preferred club. We filled out our paperwork and we had our bathing suits on and ready to go. First things first, let's take a look at the preferred club pool and the drinks that they offer.
Take us higher. Palm trees whisper secrets in the breeze. Cancun nights, they put your soul at ease. Margaritas cold, beers in hand, footprints fading in the sand. Dream Sands nights where we lose all time. Tropical sky.
Go all the way, all the way, all the way.
One perk of the Preferred Club is that you get canned beers. This is the Preferred pool here. Very tranquil. It is shaded, so if it's a really sunny day, this is your escape here.
As you know, October hurricane season here in Mexico. Big risk, big reward.
This is part of coming to Cancun in rainy season. Sometimes Mother Nature does not cooperate with you.
This is our favorite time to travel to Mexico, to the Caribbean, as it is a little bit cheaper. You can get some better prices on the hotels and on the flights. So far, we did have a couple of hours of sunshine today on day one. It got a little cloudy. We might get some rain, so we moved up here to the pool. We're going to check out some lunch soon. We're going to check out all the things. We're going to share it with you.
Where we lose all time. Tropical skies. Hearts align with every sip, with every view. Cancun's magic pulls us through.
Leave your plate like this, the birds will eat the scraps, but not only that, they'll poop on other people's belongings. Oh no. Don't be a chooch.
Lots of fish, lots of pelicans, sandbars.
Very little waves.
Really warm. Ocean is warmer than the pool, so if you do like warm water, the ocean is your spot.
The sun's on fire, golden sands. Dreams take us higher. Palm trees whisper secrets in the breeze. Cancun nights, they put your soul at ease.
¿Usted habla español ella, no?
Yo hablo en español.
¿Tú la ves un poquito? Ah, muy bien.
Sí, ella aprendió por mí.
¿Aprendió contigo?
Sí,
Pues el maestro.
sí. Pero no perfecto, maestro.
Hearts align with every sip, with every view. Cancun's magic pulls us through. Tacos dance with spices bold, ceviche fresh, stories told.
This is the 8 a.m. check-in. Looks like a few people have claimed their chairs down there.
In the Preferred beach area, because it gets so crowded, a lot of people ask about the towel game and if the concierge removes towels. Some people like that they do that, some people don't like that they do that. Just a heads up, this is a property that they do monitor that, and they will remove your towels.
Where it ends, nobody knows. Dream sands nights where we lose all time. Tropical skies, hearts align with every sip, with every view. Cancun's magic pulls us through. Waves crash soft, the sun's on fire.
Cheers from the Humanity Bar. This is the pool bar. We are checking out the live music. It's a beautiful day.
On Saturdays, they have a live band that plays here. They did a pretty good job so far. Playing top 40 hits.
Hearts align with every sip, with every view. Cancun's magic pulls us through. Tacos dance with spices bold, ceviche fresh, stories told. The moon's a mirror on the sea. The stars wink back, they're wild and free. Steel drums hum, the rhythm flows. Where it ends, nobody knows. Dream sands nights where we lose all time. Tropical skies, hearts align.
Señorita Jennifer.
Yes. Oh, Garcon, thank you. Oh, that's fancy. Gracias, señor.
Salud.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien, gracias.
Bien, bien. Vamos a jugar bingo.
Excelente. Escogen sus cartas.
Waves crash. Margaritas cold, beers in hand, footprints fading in the sand. Dream sands nights where we lose all time. Tropical skies, hearts align with every sip, with every view. Cancun's magic pulls
Oh, no.
us through.
Oh no.
Tacos dance with spices bold, ceviche fresh, stories told. The moon's a mirror on the sea. The stars wink back, they're wild and free. Steel drums
Anybody who's preferred club, you can choose a bottle of liquor of any kind or a bottle of champagne. Had a knock on the door and they brought this other bottle of champagne and they said, happy birthday. Now when we did check in, we did tell them it was anniversary. A lot of the websites have you put in, are you celebrating a special occasion? I always put in that we're celebrating an anniversary, but the gentleman brought in a cake that said happy birthday. So somebody out there who's staying in this hotel today probably has a cake that says happy anniversary when it's their birthday. They say when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. When life gives you champagne, you pop it. Cheers, guys.
You're looking great in your robe, your fedora, that champagne. This is your look, Connie baby.
Don't worry, I'm wearing swim trunks here, everybody. I'm not naked. It's 7 o'clock and there's still people on the beach right now because this is probably the best beach in Cancun. We've stayed at multiple properties. Even before we started vlogging, this is probably our 6th hotel that we vlogged. But, in terms of the beaches that we've stayed at, and I think me and Jen were talking about we stayed at 12 Cancun properties so far. This has got to be the best beach. Beautiful turquoise waters there.
Nice and calm, no sargasso, none of that seaweed.
That's a coral. That's natural coral or something there. So that's there permanently. They protect it, so you can't swim there. But that's not sargasso. Let me grab this bottle of champagne and then we'll check out the room. It's a preferred oceanfront with balcony. So they have rooms with balcony, without balcony. For you families, the room with balcony, it has less square footage. So I would say this is better for couples because the balcony takes some of the square footage of the room.
Oh, interesting.
So if you look at from the outside, you can see that the windows go right to where the balconies are in all the other rooms. So if you're looking for a room with 2 beds, I would say no balcony.
Loving these pillows, super plush, great, nice comfortable bedding. And one of the highlights of this room that I don't even want to wait to tell you about is the air condition. Usually when you're here in the Caribbean, you're hot, even when you have that air condition going all day. We set our air condition on the lowest level at the highest speed the second we walked in, and we have not been hot once when we've been in the room. And you also don't get that musky
smell. The bathroom's very tiny, so that's one of the downsides here. But what I will tell you is that they give you a toothpaste kit, a shaving kit. You also get a hair comb, a shoe mitt, a shower cap, another shower cap, a shaving kit, a sewing kit, and a vanity kit.
I don't necessarily love the smell of incense, but sometimes, like we said, in Mexico or in the Caribbean, the rooms can get a little musky. Our incense going.
And that's provided by the hotel, so that's unique. Normally hotels don't want you to be lighting that, but
Never seen this before. They do give matches, a couple of glasses, and even some live plants here. Not sure what that is, but I appreciate a little bit of agriculture. If you know Jenichael's journey, then you know we love a good magnifying mirror.
pharmacopoeia for body wash, shampoo and conditioner.
Removable shower head, and there is also a line here. Kind of hard to see with this lighting, but if you did want to hang your bathing suits, this is the place to do that. A couple of towels. You do have your toilet, no problems there. Sometimes in Mexico, there can be some plumbing issues.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, we've made it through 3 days without any problem.
Download the app for the food. The room service menu, preferred, has a little bit more options, but after a certain time, you get a limited menu. So know what time you're wanting food. If you want to eat from your room because it's maybe a rainy day or you just don't want to head out or there's too long of a line or anything like that. If you want to do room service, there's your little table for that. They didn't restock our mini bar on day 3 for some reason. This is our last day here, so it's going to be limited.
Orange soda, Coca-Cola, classic, a couple of waters.
You normally get 3 sols and then 1 Tecate. So these are the preferred amenities, the M&M peanuts and the Pringles.
The Pringles Michael ate on day 1. Unfortunately, they have not been replaced.
So they haven't been
since.
replenishing the
Little espresso bar over here. There is a QR code for your room service, a couple of cups, your glasses, and here is your options, these little pods.
We arrived at 11. They let us use the facilities right away, and then our room was ready by 1 o'clock. But after check-in, they said, "Oh, let me give you a tour of the kind of a timeshare spiel." We knocked it down right away. We said we're only here for 3 days. We're celebrating our anniversary. We're not interested in that. But they're relentless. They kept leaving these little notes on our door. You can get some points of this. You can get something for this. We weren't interested in that at all.
Michael shut it down. We know what we're here for. We're here to relax, enjoy, chill out. We don't need a full tour of the resort. We kind of like to find it on our
We're never
own.
interested in the timeshare. We like to try a different property every time, unless we are wild. There's only been so far 1 property that we've ever returned to twice.
If you did want to get your shoes shined, I think you can leave your shoes in here and housekeeping will pick that up. Full length mirror, dual closet. This is where you can find your safe, easy to access. You just put your code in, you push lock. A couple of drawers and storage space.
If you're too chilly, there's extra blankets and stuff there.
Plenty of closet space, lots of hangers.
Big question, a lot of people ask us, preferred worth it. If you like your hard alcohol, the preferred is absolutely worth it. You get a lot of options, upgraded tequilas, upgraded rum. There was a gentleman that we met today from England. He loves Havana number 7. They offer them preferred. He said he loves that. So the perk about preferred is also the service from the bar staff. Person in particular was phenomenal.
Great service.
Drinks were never empty.
Super friendly.
Super friendly. Fantastic service. So go find him if you're in the preferred section. Also Victor at the preferred bar. 2 thumbs up for him too. What I want to say about the shows. So we were here on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Friday show was a Mexican night. And it was kind of weird because they were going around trying to get you to book a specific table. And it was for a fee. So that, you know, you got a table with a bottle of liquor. And it ranged from like $150, I think it started with. We're all set with that. We, you know, to see a Mexican show, we don't want to pay $150.
It's all inclusive. We don't need to pay extra to have a couple of drinks that we may or may not be.
If that's your cup of tea, go for it by any means. You know, I'm not knocking you.
Right outside on the beach, kind of an outside buffet
And the crazy thing
situation.
was that it rained.
It rained, yeah, so we're not sure what happens to that if you did. Second night was
a pop show, so it was like a Bruno Mars impersonator and at Bunny. It could have been cool. I think it was supposed to normally be outside, but for some reason, something happened that they put it in a small room on the first floor. But the problem with that was that the lasers were too strong for the size of the space. So.
which was basically a lip syncing situation with dancing, fun, bright outfits.
It was very well choreographed.
Super strong lights. So if you are sensitive to lights, I would probably avoid that. There was a lot of little kids that were there enjoying it. We went for about half of the show and we were kind of in and out, and then we went band in the lobby.
Quite a few of the songs, and then we left, and then there was also karaoke. So. Food, the steakhouse, we both enjoyed the steakhouse.
Filet was amazing.
Yeah, really good. It was one of the best cuts of steaks. You know, normally steaks in an all-inclusive is not the best quality. The filet actually was fantastic here.
One of the best steaks we've probably had in Mexico.
When they built the resort, they didn't knock down the trees. They wanted to preserve them, so they encased them in this glass here. So this is the steakhouse. We had the Mexican yesterday.
The soups were the standout star in Mexican. We both tried 2 different soups. The chicken tortilla soup and the bean
It
soup.
was called the Aztec soup and the bean soup.
Both great.
Yeah, they're both good.
Highly recommend those.
Yeah.
And we did try some beach food.
Margaritas cold, beers in hand, footprints fade.
Gracias. Fried chicken sandwich. This comes with french fries, some lettuce, tomato, burrito. Also with that same chicken, some cheese. Also served with french fries.
Today we're going to try the Italian, so you'll get to see some footage of that as well. A quick note, you know, especially for families, kids, you know, sometimes they want to see Netflix or Prime Video. It doesn't work. So you can type YouTube or anything, and it just buffers the whole time. It doesn't work.
We've tried a couple of the different apps on here, and none of them have been able to work.
With spices bold, ceviche fresh, stories told. The moon's a mirror
transfers here, which is our preferred transfer company. We will be creating a video of that footage. Everything was seamless per usual. And in addition to this hotel, we will be checking out another hotel
That's just right over there, just a little bit that way.
right over there. Stay tuned to see where this brick road takes us next to an all-inclusive adults-only hotel next door. We hope you like this video. Be sure to click to subscribe to watch future content, and be sure to follow us over on Instagram on Jenichel's Journey. Cheers!
Margaritas cold, beers in hand, footprints fade.